If you learn to incorporate, all right, and you wanted to manage properties, all right, wouldn't that be better off? If one property went bad, you got rid of the bad piece, and you kept the other good pieces, what do you think? Most franchises are set up separately. You watch bankruptcy occur on a piece, but never the whole. Did Orange County file bankruptcy? Did New York City file bankruptcy? All right, let's see. The largest city that ever filed bankruptcy was Stockton. Is that correct? So what do? Are we going to wait for the world to help our world, or do we make our world the possibility? It's up to us. If you have bad credit, you need to take care of it. Credit can't be perfect, but it can always be better. What you should do is learn how to recalculate. So let's understand something. If your credit score is below 650, you have a choice to make it better. You have the choice. All right? How does that make you feel? Bad. What happens? You have a debit card. That debit card makes you feel better, correct? Because they don't know you have what? Bad credit. So the choice is up to you. You could be back in control. You can learn to start over if you choose to. If you choose to. Here's a phone number. I want you to write it down. We have a problem in today's world. The problem is a lot of companies are selling us on a mailing list. Is it your cable company? Is it the electricity company? Is it your mortgage? Who sells us on a mailing list? How do we get so much junk mail? Maybe you'll run your life through a P.O. box. Maybe you'll call that number there and you'll opt out for 5 years so you can help get off that list as well. I wonder, does the DMV sell us on a mailing list? We have a choice. I run my life through a P.O. box. This is my tax return. Not only is it to a what? P.O. box. All right. And currently the IRS still owes me how much?
Minus $229,000.
$229,000. They still owe me. So the reality is it's always simple based on business. They owe me money. Are they going to write me a check? Are they? No, they're not going to write you a check. You just get basically a file on your taxes until bottom line is, it's going to a zero. If you owe them money, you have to write them a check. So the reality is it's a one-way street. Is that correct? We have the ability to fight back if you want to. If you have an IRS problem, write down 656. You got to solve the problem. IRS.gov 656, get an offer and compromise form and solve the problem. If you've not filed your tax return, file it because there's a 10% penalty for not filing. Solve the problem. Until you take control of your life, you're not going to be able to rebuild and repackage yourself. It is your choice. It is up to you. Nobody's going to force you to do this. As you go through this, I would start with the dream list. So far, I've given you some goals so far. Let's get off the mailing list. Let's think about running our life through a P.O. box. Let's take care of an IRS problem if we have it. Let's think about a corporation. Let's think about setting up a goal list today. So Monday, every Monday we can redo what? Start over and keep building to the future. Whose future is it? Who's it up to? It's up to you. I can't force you to do it, but I can show you how. I can coach you. I can show you the truth that I've done for 30 years. But again, it's a choice and it's up to you. The Federal Trade Commission sued TRW. Now they're known by Experian, doing $4 billion a year. Is your credit report right or wrong? Okay? Is it your fault or their fault? Do you have the ability under the Fair Credit Reporting Act to fight back? The Fair Lending Act. All right? The Credit Services Act. You do have the ability if you choose to. But again, it's up to who again? It's up to you. You have the ability to fight back every step of the way. If your personal credit is there, let's understand something. The house. Number one, if you have a house in California, you have a homestead. Check your state, whatever state you're in, to file a homestead, if it's homestead state or not. The next thing is that house should be in your name for 5 minutes. It should be put into a trust. Who in this room is going to die? Who out there is going to die? If you die and your house is not put into a trust, it will be stuck into what? Probate. We have to plan to live. We have to plan to die. Because it's going to happen. Is this correct? The house should be in one person's name, husband or wife. Joint credit makes no sense at all. If it's in my name, all right, as a sole, what? Married person, sole and separate property. And if I lost the house, at least my wife can go buy another house, correct? But the reality is most people have joint credit. So we have to learn what's called life discipline. We must change what we're trying to accomplish. When it comes to the car should be husband or wife, not both. Most of you buy a car and you drive off the lot, you lose $5,000. I'll buy a car through a corporation so I get it at fleet price. Okay? Even if it's going to be for me, then I won't write it off through the corporation. I'll put it on my situation and on me. But if I lost it, it wouldn't hurt my personal credit. And on top of that, I'm getting what price? Fleet pricing. We have the ability. Do rich people file bankruptcy, yes or no? Yes, they do, but they stay what? Rich. They stay rich. The reality is choice. All right, husbands and wives, let's keep it separate. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, I want you to write it down. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, federal law, regulates personal credit. I want you to focus on Section 611. You have the ability to challenge anything you want to on your credit report. As you challenge these things, creditors have been bought out by creditors. All right, and based on this, the goal is, let's not wait 7 to 10 years and find out it's still there. Let's start tearing it apart now to see if we can help our score. What do you think? If you do this, the first thing is called a teardown. So write down, I must do a teardown. Today, we are setting up a goal list. Who's going to follow the goal list? I hope you are, because I'm giving you your goals, how to repackage your life. If you tear down, your score will go up 60 to 100 points right away. Then you can learn different ways of doing more tear downs. Or you can sit back and feel sorry for yourself. It is whose choice? Yours. It's everybody's choice. You got a choice. There's federal law. The goal today is obtain your credit report. Obtain your credit report. Okay? We want you to realize you get your credit report free every year. Free. You can call, you can download, you can mail it. You get it what? Free. Okay? It doesn't give you the score because they want to make a buck off you. And if you go to this website and that website, unfortunately, these scoring are off by up to 100 points, if not more. And all of you shaking your head, yeah, you know this. Because those are copies of a report. The true score, what you can get, is actually from the actual bureau. But again, obtain the report right away. Get a file number. It is a confirmation or a file number. That number allows you to pull it up and start challenging and do your first what? Tear down. The tear down is up to you. You can negotiate a debt. You can take legal action to get arbitration on a debt as well. It is up to who? It is up to you. All right? No one's going to fix your life but you. Dispute, validations, and letters from you. If you did all three simultaneously, currently, right now, you could get your score up to 100 points in 90 days or less. 90 days or what? Less. You can separate your credit from spouse or anything else and put it back on track. But again, it's not going to happen by itself. And if you hire one of these credit repair yo-yos, most of them are yo-yos. Is this correct, yes or no? Yes. I haven't found many companies really doing the work. The problem in most states like now, like California, they don't allow credit repair. They don't allow it. Or you got to have a bond and you got to charge no money up front and then do the work and get paid afterwards. And they break those rules too. So who's going to take care of your life? Who? You, that means me. Why don't you say me, which means you? Why don't you get it right? It is a choice. Is it correct, yes or no?
Yes.
I wonder how many times you bought a book or a CD to find out that the book and CD wasn't what you thought it was going to be. Is that correct? Whatever you try in life, if you don't get a life coach, all right, can you really accomplish the goal? When I do something new, I feel stupid because I haven't mastered it. Does that make sense? If you hold my hand and you tell me your book and CD does this, and you hold my hand all the steps of the way, and it achieves the goal, then I'm thankful. So let's repeat it one more time. If you want to go 30 days, you can. On live or in person. So online or in person, 30 days. If you need more, how long can you go? 6 months. If you got to ask the same silly question. Sometimes it takes people 100 times to hear something again and again. When I do something new, I feel silly and stupid. So I like having the ability to go as long as it takes me to get it stuck in my brain. That's important to me. Maybe it's 30 days and I'll get that one, but I got to go back and maybe learn something else. Or ask it in a different way. Every one of you have to kind of customize yourself. Knowing you can go up to 6 months should give you the ability to say, hey, if I get stuck, I can't go, at least I have the ability to keep going when I'm not stuck. And I have the ability to go. That's important. But again, you don't need more than 30 days. You can recalculate your credit. Workshops online or in person, again, we'll recalculate it for free. When you buy the workshop, we do the work for free. Okay? We can't sell you credit repair. We don't believe in that. We believe in a recalculation and teardowns. That's what our goal is, to get your score from 60 to 100 points in the next 90 days. All right? And go after it. We're going to charge you roughly $300 per person to do all that work. You have TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. 3 agencies we have to do teardowns for. So that's roughly like $100 per teardown. Okay? That way it's done. It's quick. It's easy. All right? Please make sure you take care of your personal credit as you start a corporation. Corporation live workshops in person are every Saturday. Online, they're in during the week. The reality is you go online or you go in person. Either way, you never get stuck because you have the ability to ask me a question. And you have the ability to do this. And we have 3 packages to choose from. Our fourth quarter has begun. Realize one thing. A brand new corporation looks at a first fiscal year. January 2nd, if we calculate it correctly, on its second fiscal year. A $50,000 line of credit says you must be on your second fiscal year to be able to qualify. If we waste this time, which you control that time for you, all right, reality is you just wasted time. It's up to you. So you have the ability to change your life. Package 1 is $300. Okay? We do batch recalculation. Very simple. Package 2, again, recalculation. All right, corporate setup, level 1, $499. It doesn't come with credit. You pay your own filing fee to that corporation per your state. Okay, there are 16 in the next batch we have for that. All right, from here we have, if you want, we will take 11 of you online or in person, the next one for this next group, and do batch processing for $5,000 of credit. 5,000. And that 11 became 9 as of this morning. So we got 9 left for the next batch. As we do this, for that it is $699. You have the ability to change your life. You got package 1, 2, or 3. And all we can do is help you. So again, you've got live workshops during the week online, or you have Saturdays live in person. It's up to you what you want to do. Today you have the ability to make a decision. That decision can change your life, so next week you don't have reruns. But again, if you don't change your life, the reality is no one's going to change it for you. You just have the ability to take away all your excuses. We have 3 ladies walking in the room. It will be the first 9 that come up here to the 3 ladies that get into this program. All I can say is God gave me a gift. Literally, my credit report has said twice I'm deceased, and I've literally died twice in my life. As an orphan, moved 24 times by the time I was 14, ate out of a garbage can to eat, been homeless. I've been through it all, okay? If you have an excuse, get rid of the excuse. Walk forward, not backwards, okay? I can tell you more horror stories about my life, but the reality is it's up to you. I don't let something hold me back. Don't let anything hold you back, okay? Have a great day. Be one of the 9, and God bless.